Welcome, everyone. Today we are exploring a critical pillar of the Microsoft 365 security principles, threat protection and intelligence. We will transition your mindset from reactive defense to proactive, intelligence-driven security. Let's get started. Let's explore the core of Microsoft 365 security architecture. As your organization increasingly relies on cloud-based collaboration and productivity tools, your attack surface naturally expands. This makes traditional, isolated security solutions obsolete. Microsoft 365 brings together a suite of tools that work in concert to detect, investigate, and respond to threats across email, endpoints, identities, and applications. Why is this holistic approach so vital? Because modern attackers do not attack just one system. They might phish an email, compromise an identity, and then deploy malware on an endpoint. By integrating threat protection natively, Microsoft 365 ensures that your security operations center can see the full picture, rather than disjointed, isolated fragments, allowing you to stop sophisticated attacks in their tracks. Take a look at the diagram on your screen. This represents the shift from fragmented security to a holistic defense model. On the top, we have our four main attack vectors: email, endpoints, identities, and cloud applications. Instead of operating in silos, telemetry from all four vectors feeds directly into the central integrated threat protection engine. This convergence results in two powerful outcomes at the bottom: full picture visibility for your security teams and the ability to trigger automated responses across the entire ecosystem simultaneously. Now, let's discuss the engine driving this system: threat intelligence. Threat intelligence is a cornerstone of modern cybersecurity, enabling organizations to move from a posture of reactive defense to proactive protection. In Microsoft 365, threat intelligence isn't just about reacting to an alert when a threat occurs. It is about deeply understanding the broader landscape, identifying exactly who is attacking, what specific methods they are utilizing, and which of your assets are most at risk. By leveraging vast global telemetry and advanced analytics, Microsoft 365 provides actionable insights that help your security teams anticipate, detect, and respond to threats much more effectively. You are no longer waiting to be breached. You are actively fortifying your environment against known adversary playbooks. This flow illustrates the journey from raw data to proactive defense. It starts on the left with vast global telemetry, which is processed through advanced analytics to create high-fidelity threat intelligence. This intelligence allows us to deeply understand the attackers and their methods. Armed with this knowledge, your posture shifts to proactive defense, allowing your security architecture to anticipate and block threats before they ever reach your end users. It is a continuous, forward-looking cycle of protection. To understand the scale of this protection, we must look at the Microsoft Threat Intelligence Center, known as MSTIC. MSTIC's intelligence is powered by the sheer scale of Microsoft's cloud and endpoint ecosystem. We are talking about the analysis of over 65 trillion signals every single day. These signals are drawn from Azure, Office 365, Windows, user logins, email traffic, and cloud app usage. Why does this massive scale matter? Because it enables Microsoft to spot coordinated patterns, like the early stages of a ransomware outbreak, that would be completely invisible to a single organization analyzing its own isolated logs. The deep dive value here is global herd immunity. If MSTIC detects a brand new malware strain in one region of the world, it can rapidly identify and block it globally for every Microsoft customer. Here we see the MSTIC intelligence funnel. At the top, a staggering 65 trillion daily signals cascade into the MSTIC analysis engine. MSTIC uses this data to spot patterns and identify global threats that are just emerging. Once identified, MSTIC deploys updates downward to establish global tenant protection. This means immediate, updated defenses are pushed simultaneously to Azure, Office 365, and Windows endpoints worldwide. Your organization benefits directly from the collective security of the entire Microsoft ecosystem. Not all attackers are created equal. Microsoft 365 intelligence actively tracks nation-state actors. A nation-state actor is a threat actor sponsored or directly directed by a government. MSTIC is renowned for its ability to track and attribute attacks by these groups, who utilize highly sophisticated techniques to target critical infrastructure, government agencies, and large enterprises. Because these adversaries are well-funded and persistent, MSTIC not only monitors their tactics, techniques, and procedures, but also provides early warnings and tailored defenses. For instance, if a nation-state group suddenly begins targeting healthcare organizations with a novel exploit, MSDC can proactively alert affected customers and instantly update detection rules in Microsoft 365 to thwart the attack. This sequence diagram maps the lifecycle of defending against a nation-state attack. As the nation-state actor develops a new exploit targeting a healthcare organization, MSDC is already actively monitoring their tactics and techniques. MSDC acts immediately, issuing an early warning alert to the targeted organization while simultaneously updating the detection rules within the Microsoft 365 defenses. When the nation-state actor finally launches the attack, the updated M365 defenses seamlessly block it, keeping the organization secure. Threats do not always originate from direct attacks on your network. Often, your data is already compromised and being sold. The dark web is a marketplace for stolen credentials, malware, and sophisticated attack tools. MSDC continuously monitors these underground forums to identify emerging threats and locate compromised customer data. This is crucial because a user might have their password stolen on a non-corporate device, completely bypassing your network perimeter defenses. If MSDC discovers that stolen credentials for your Microsoft 365 tenant are up for sale, they immediately notify your organization. Furthermore, they recommend immediate remediation steps, such as forcing targeted password resets and enforcing enhanced monitoring or MFA challenges for those specific user accounts. Let's trace the dark web defense mechanism. On the top left, stolen credentials are put up for sale on dark web forums. MSDC monitoring constantly scans these forums. When it detects data belonging to your tenant, it triggers an immediate notification to your organization. This flows directly into remediation actions, empowering your administrators to instantly force a password reset, enforce an MFA challenge, and increase monitoring on the compromised account. This stops a potential breach before the attacker even attempts to log in. We must also focus on the devices themselves. Signals from endpoints such as laptops, desktops, and mobile devices are a massive and incredibly rich source of threat intelligence. Rather than just looking at network traffic, MSDC heavily analyzes endpoint telemetry to detect unusual, malicious behavior right at the hardware level. We are looking for indicators of post-breach activity, such as an attacker attempting lateral movement across your network, privilege escalation, or deploying known attack tools. For a deep dive example, if a user's device suddenly begins communicating with a known command and control server associated with a ransomware syndicate, MSDC flags this activity instantly. This immediately triggers automated response actions, isolating the endpoint to prevent the ransomware from spreading to your SharePoint files. This flow shows the power of endpoint telemetry. Continuous telemetry signals flow from the user endpoint directly into MSDC analysis. Normal activity passes through seamlessly. However, if anomalous behavior is spotted, such as the endpoint reaching out to a ransomware command and control server, a threat is detected. This detection skips human delay and routes directly to automated device isolation, instantly cutting the compromised device off from the corporate network and protecting the broader enterprise. Threat intelligence is only valuable if it is operationalized. Zero Trust isn't just about preventing unauthorized access, it's about detecting and responding to threats in real time. Continuous monitoring and rapid incident response are absolutely essential. Microsoft 365 achieves this by natively integrating MSDC's intelligence directly into a suite of active security tools, including Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, Microsoft Sentinel, and Defender for Identity. These tools work together to provide complete visibility across your endpoints, identities, and network traffic. By doing so, they operationalize the assume breach principle. They allow your organization to identify anomalies and take automated, corrective action before significant damage occurs, leveraging cloud scale to outpace human adversaries. This diagram showcases the operational architecture. Raw MSDC threat intel continuously feeds into your active defense tools, Microsoft Defender XDR and Microsoft Sentinel. These platforms merge to create powerful cross-domain visibility. Whether the system detects identity anomalies or endpoint threats, the intelligence ensures that the final outcome is automated corrective action. This architecture guarantees that your defenses are always acting on the latest global intelligence, executing responses faster than an attacker can move. Let's conclude with a highly important, real-world use case that perfectly illustrates this entire concept. Imagine a sophisticated, never-before-seen phishing campaign begins aggressively targeting financial institutions worldwide. The intelligence produced by MSDC is directly integrated into Microsoft 365 security products, enhancing their ability to detect and block these advanced threats. When the first few attacks hit early targets, MSDC instantly identifies the new campaign through its global telemetry. Within moments, MSDC rapidly updates Microsoft 365's filters to block similar attacks. Your tenant, without you lifting a finger, inherits these updated defense rules. The malicious emails are scrubbed before they ever reach your users' inboxes. This proactive approach helps your organization stay ahead of attackers and drastically reduces the risk of a successful breach, proving the immense value of global threat intelligence. Our final sequence diagram maps this real-world scenario. The attacker launches a novel phishing attack against an initial target, Tenant A. Tenant A's telemetry identifies the anomaly and feeds it back to MSDIC. Instick analyzes the data, extracts the malicious indicators, and updates the filters. Instick then deploys this global filter update down to your tenant. When the attacker attempts the exact same phishing attack against your organization, your tenant proactively blocks it at the perimeter. You are protected by the experiences of the entire global network.
To find related ebook and other material for this training course, go to quicktechie.com. Now you will see all the video courses are available here. So let's move to the ebooks. You can go here, ebooks, all AI related ebooks like you are watching currently Mythos related training. That ebook would be uploaded under this section. You can download this ebook. PDF would be available, all 300-page PDF. So you just click on the download this entire ebook. You can download from this section. So whatever training you are currently listening, corresponding ebook would be available. We have thousands of ebooks available. Now, other than that, we have on video courses which you are watching right now. This also all AI related courses are available. Similarly, for all company related trainings are available like Microsoft. You can find it here with their respective certification training modules. All exam simulators which would help you to get the certification preparation. Just refresh if you get this kind of error. Okay, so now you can see these are all certification preparation materials. Will also be click here to the NVIDIA certification preparation material. So you can see all NVIDIA certification preparation materials, and click on any of this and it would load the entire screen and you can launch the practice paper. So this is what you can see, that you can submit the answer. We have an audiobooks available. Okay, so for each section, and these are our alumni who can you can find out all alumni who are accessing our portal